Welcome to Empress Empathic. Like, share, subscribe. Hello. Hope all is well in your world. Sadly, I lost a friend of mine of over 15 years. My baby cat, Brownie. He is in the ethers now. He's witnessed so many parts of my life. Incredible milestones. He was there for the death of both of my parents. He was there when I was bawling. And he was there when I was skateboarding. Anyway, I dedicate this read to my baby cat, whom I love so much. Anyhow, the reading I'm doing is a 2:22 in the morning reading. That was the time my mother passed away. And she always wakes me up to let me know what's going down in the ethers. She is not my only mother. I have my biological mother looking out for me, as well as my foster mother looking out for me. And a sordid amount of aunties who do not play. One who had a gun. We'll get into that later. I love my family. And I have more people on the other side than I do here. So tread lightly if you want to throw that shade. It will kapow ya right back. Anyway. Wow. First card out. Good lady. What's it say? Older female counselor, mother figure. Strong, well-educated advisor, executive guide, teacher. That sound like me. And it's funny I say finger because, when I talk, I'll be like, let's see where this read is going. Main male. All right. Fine gentleman, man of quality, main female's partner, main subject, well-dressed, confident, and direct. Okay. I'm just reading them till I get a feel. All right. Expectations. Waiting, pause, standstill. Patience, longing, desire. Okay. Let's do one more. Living room. Privacy, personal space, intimate comfort. You ever hear that song? Take courage, my soul, and let us journey on, though the night is dark and I am far from home. Thanks be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. I'm an alto, so the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. So, a storm is passing over. That involves a good lady, a main male, and the expectations of the both of them. A living room is giving me ancestral vibes. A living room is where we all commensurate. Right? Something went down, and now it's over. Or we're waiting for the expectations. Something's thrown out there. I have a feeling cards are leading me to do one more from here. Gloomy thoughts. Ooh. Worry, depression, overthinking, self-sabotage, pessimistic, bleak, doubtful, unhopeful. All right. There's this side And this heifer over here. Yeah. It's giving, I tried it, but it didn't work. What did you try? Spirit, please tell me. Get another deck here. Selfish. I am healing physically, mentally, and spiritually. I really don't care about your wants anymore. Well, that's gloomy. This seems like a person who got out of a tight situation and was like, to hell with this. I'm out. I can't anymore. All right, let's see what else. Unfairness. You punished me because of what your ex did. This is also gloomy. AF. I'm under the impression that whoever this energy is, you know, there was a situation that left her out in the cold. On this side of the read, you know, we got stable, calm energy, and this is karmic energy. Yeah. So, Spirit is asking me to pull from another love deck. My shuffle game is You know, I do the traditional method because, you know. What's this say? You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. Well, someone's impressed, I'm guessing, by the good lady, right? And her conversation skills are on point. Oops, I'm shaking the... Oh, does that mean I'm shaking? Something's shaking the boat over here? You're so smart. Okay, let's see. Gaslighting you. I have been lying and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. Yeah, that sounds like coming from this energy over here and the karmic juice crew. Okay, so typically what karmics do is they throw gas on you and a match, and they're like, why are you on fire? I don't understand. You should put that out. Yeah, that's gaslighting, literally. Okay, they tend to do, you know, that spin to make you feel as if, to make you feel as if you're crazy when you're not. There's an actual movie, if you could ever go on YouTube, it's about gaslighting. The name of the movie, if I'm not mistaken, is Gaslighting. And it's a black and white film. I forget, I believe it's in the 40s or something like that. But it pretty much is about a husband who makes a wife make her feel like she's absolutely insane. And he keeps turning the lights on and off. And those lights during that time were, you know, from gasoline or kerosene. So that's where they got the term from, okay? I suggest Dr. Ramani on YouTube, as well as a few other YouTubers who are absolutely incredible with PhDs, actual finished PhDs. I have a half of a PhD in social psychology, but a real psychologist who could prescribe medication would be far more vetted to explain the phenomenon. Now, there are a lot of people with karmic and narcissistic tendencies that are not diagnosed. Typically, narcissists don't get diagnosed because they don't think anything's wrong with them. Yeah. Anyway, is it over? Ooh, expectations. Or is it karmic energy? Is it over? Because it could be another person asking, well, is it over between us? You know, I need to know. It's giving me that Mark Anthony song. I need to know. I need to figure myself out. All right. So this person here with the gloomy thoughts, unfairness, selfish, gaslighting you know, I need to figure myself out means it was like, you know, some run, Forrest, run. I got to get away so I can figure myself out, you know. and then this other person is running after them. Must be some real shenanigans going on behind the scenes that, you know, Carmisha doesn't know about, that she's finally coming to light because she's a little slow. You know how that goes. And, you know, shout out to Carmisha. We've all been Carmisha before, okay? I'm not going to sit here and absolve myself and act as if my life was perfect, okay? I'm an empress on the strength of all that I've been through. And I promise you, whoever's listening to this and getting triggered, what I went through would have killed you, okay? That being said, you know, we've all been karmic. We've all been in that position where we feel like, oh my God, you know, I got to keep this man, or oh my God, I got to do this, or oh my God, I got to do that, or make incorrect decisions for our relationships. And guess what? We all have to face what we did, fess up to it, and keep it pushing. The biggest thing is you learn and you say to yourself, okay, I screwed up. Let me be honest. But when it comes to people who are who have narcissistic tendencies, they never fess up. They act like you're insane and make you feel as if there's something wrong with you, or that, you know, oh, it's all in your head. That shit ain't in your head. Holy Spirit told me to tell you that. Okay. Justin Bieber. Oh, you know, so funny. Back in the day, I used to go to church a lot. And I still do, but in my own house. But a particular church that he belonged to, I would see him all the time. He was like just a regular parishioner. And with me, like being kind of like around the music industry, singing backup and doing different things, it was really no big deal to me. I've met Beyonce before, a whole bunch of other people. So, you know, he was just so nice, so gracious, real cool peoples. Anyway, intentions. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make him drop dead, you're a killer. Shower you with all my intention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, got your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Only intentions. That's what I wanna do. Let me stop. This is about a regular, degular person who is incredible in this man's eyes, that she doesn't need to be flashy or do too much for the gram to be considered an empress, okay? A lot of people online, in real life, that filter be making them look like, I don't know, like a supermodel. And then you meet them and you're like, who the hell is that? Like, shouldn't have swiped that way. When you meet someone who's authentic and they are themselves 24/7, and, you know, it's so refreshing and it's rare. So when you come across a person like that, give them the love and respect that they deserve. Anyway, the vibes I'm getting from this is, you know, boring can be like fascinating too. There are layers to people who lay down plans for long periods of time. Like, I'm the type of person, I build in silence and then I'll be like, bam, like on you. Like, I've always been that way my whole life. The reason why is because if you talk about what you're up to, chances are somebody's going to try to take your idea and sabotage you. So it would be wise to build in silence. All right, let's do some more love oracle cards. This is longer than I thought. All right. I long for your kiss. Mwah. This is giving me Pepe Le Pew. Okay. So this is giving me the you're so smart, I long for your kiss. Maybe this energy over here is like, to hell with you. And this energy over here is like, but I miss you. I love you. Yeah. All right. I had to let you go so I could find my true self. What? Same energy from this card, right? This is on this side. So, spiritual awakening alert. I know a lot of us in the spirit community, we are ascending. I've had a total of probably 3 ascensions in my life. The most recent one was right before COVID. And when I tell you I went through the dark night of the soul, it was darker than anything you could possibly imagine for the past, I would say, decade. Okay? I'm talking about hit after hit after hit after hit. I had to ask myself, who is Puffy in my life? Talking about take that, take that. I mean, is there someone behind the scenes seething, hating my happiness throughout all of the trauma? One thing that's different between happiness and joy is that joy is something that never changes, right? I am grieving right now. My baby cat is gone. I loved him like he was my familiar. Like I'm a white witch. Y'all already know what time it is. So, when your best friend passes, who knows all of your secrets, it's traumatic. However, did I let that take me down? No, I have a family I have to maintain. I'm not going to go under the covers and be in, super depressed mode, losing my mind. Does that mean I care less about that person? No, it doesn't. But it does mean I had to let that go, right? Same thing as this. I had to let you go so I could find my true self, right? Sometimes you have to go within and take care of you. And that's okay. It's okay not to be okay. All right? This deck is like my favorite, I think, of all time. It's called the Doodle Tarot. Why do I love it? It's all stick figures. Okay, we have the Hermit. All right. The Hermit always represents, like, what does this say? Contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance, meditation. Okay. Now, me personally, I meditate daily. All right. I am Christian, but I also practice Buddhism, and I've been doing it for decades. Okay. Yes, you can do both. Meditation is good for channeling the thoughts of spirit in your own life, as well as the thoughts of others. As an empath, you walk into a room and it's like having no skin on. You pick up on vibes from everybody. And sometimes to ground yourself so you don't spin out of control with people's crap that they put on you, you have to ground yourself on a daily basis. A lot of people, because I am like a super empath, they project their negativity. As soon as I walk into a room, all hell breaks loose. And I mean that like in every breath of my body. I irk people just on sight, bitch, right? Catch me outside. How about that? Right. And as an empath, that can be hard because you take it personally. When I was younger, I would. Now that I'm older, I'm like, that's your problem. I didn't sign up for your circus. So, you take care of the monkeys and do what you got to do with your own life. Hermit mode is a good thing, right? This is what this person is doing. I need to figure myself out. Leave me the hell alone, please. Thank you. Because your energy is just too damn much. It's like you're a succubus, right? Okay. Here's the final card here. Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, assertive, direct action, impatient, right? And this is a person, look at him. He's charging and he got his sword. His little horse is like, yeah. He's going after the target. People with narcissistic tendencies love to do that. They gaslight you, push you away, and then they run in and act like they're Captain Save-A-Ho, And with that push and pull, the dynamic is so intense that people mistake that shit for love. It is not love. It is karmic, cyclic, and it never ends. It could be abuse. The abuse heightens, and the abuse cycle gets worse. And if you're in a situation like that, please seek help through counseling or, an abuse shelter. It's funny, I think about my mom this morning. She's the one who woke me up early in the morning, right? 2:22, I mentioned in the beginning of the reading. She used to do counseling for an abuse shelter all the way out in the middle of Long Island. It was a secret location. She was in charge of intake, helping the women out, getting rid of their cell phones, because some of these women who would show up at the shelter, They would be wives of police officers. They would be wives of high-ranking officials within government, because where it was in a super rich area. Okay. And some would be, coming out of a situation where they didn't just have the man looking for them. They would have the entire police force looking for them because this person was considered amazing in everyone else's eyes, but behind closed doors, he was a piece of shit. Right. So seek help, be strategic, never announce you're leaving. Just do it. Be wise. Okay. Most importantly, if you have children, staying in that situation is not beneficial to them. Okay. You want to be the type of person that sets an example for your daughter or your son that, you're not going to take any shit. And you're certainly not going to stick around to see them scared to death, or, have those intimidation tactics by saying, I'll take the kids, or all of those things. You have to be strong enough. And they say a minimum of 7 times it takes for a person to escape a situation like that. Okay. Some of these women came from houses you would not believe, with infinity pools and Bentleys, all types of luxury items they left behind with just the clothes on their back and their child or multiple children. Right. Your love of self has to take precedence over being abused in any way. Shout out to you. I love you. I've been there, done that. Okay. Empress Empathic has been there, done that. The entrappings of a life that would blow your mind. I gave it up for my sanity, sis. Or bro, if it applies to you. Because let me tell you something, in homosexual relationships is just as much abuse and just as much finance holding over people's heads. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Sometimes, statistically speaking, in those relationships and marriages, is far more abuse. Because there's so much anger and frustration from just the coming out process and everything that you go through. So anyway, this is probably the longest reading I've ever done. I hope this is beneficial to someone. Get around good people. A good lady, main male, someone who can put you in a situation to be safe. That's what I feel. And, if you have to do a clean break, then do that. It'll be worth it in the end. And most importantly, stand your ground and stick to it. Don't go back and forth. Don't have that, what is it, that Kendrick Lamar line he talks about, you a bitch, you probably switch inside your DNA. No, stand firm. Okay. All right.